everyone. I wanted to bring Ann Wolf back to talk to us a little bit about the challenges that gifted children have around this holiday season. Yeah, can you tell us a little bit about that? Because I can see my kids acting up.
Sure. Gifted kids tend to be oversensitive. So they have a lot of more input that will kind of hold them aback. Mm-hmm. One of the things that I think is most difficult for gifted kids, and probably all kids, is the touching piece. So if you can support your child, it's great. Grandma wants to come up, she wants to touch your cheek, she wants to give you a hug without asking. Please have a discussion with your child, please have a discussion with your relatives, and allow your child to say, no, I'm willing to shake your hand, I'm willing to give a bow, I'm willing to give a curtsy, but I don't want to be touched. A lot of children really cannot handle being touched.
Yeah, that's a gifted kid trait, but it's not just a gifted ed trait. So that touching thing, I know my kids, they have a really hard time with that. And then the environment, it's so stimulating.
It's crazy. So kids need to have time alone. Please, there's no regular routine when the holidays hit. You've got extra concerts, and you have extra visits, and you have extra visitors, and you have shopping and packing. Please set up a routine for your children. Set up a routine for yourself. Gifted kids almost always have gifted parents, so you will be happier too. Mm-hmm. Make sure in that routine you schedule time alone. Schedule downtime. Schedule time when nobody has to talk to anybody, when you get to have an hour with the book or the dog or whatever it is that you love.
Yeah, no, that's a great tip, because we get so in the hustle bustle as parents, and we're just trying to do this and we're trying to do that, and there's so many things to do that we don't take time for ourselves. And I think our kids, they suffer from it too, because we're like, come on, we gotta go over here, we gotta go there, and have that scheduled time to decompress, to come back and centered with yourself. So important. What other things would you suggest that parents do just to kind of help the kids along besides routine?
I think having some traditions that are special for your own family, that you set up and that your child is responsible for. So whether it's setting up a menorah, whether it's setting up the advent calendar, whether it is addressing the envelopes for Christmas cards or holiday cards if you send those. That's really helpful. And also, it's good to remember that we need to think of others, so that if in those routines you can schedule something that your family can do, whether it's helping at a food bank, whether it's serving at a meal, any of those things are huge, and they matter a lot. They matter especially a lot for gifted children who tend to have a great sense of justice and injustice. So if you can help the world, that's a much better thing.
Yeah, I find that gifted kids love to contribute. They want to change their world. They want to change the world. So yeah,
absolutely.
Let them have some ownership in what's happening in their day is great, and then let them go out and serve others is just fantastic for anybody. So.
And if you can then talk about it at the end of the day and make sure that expectations are reasonable. It's hard as adults to have reasonable expectations around the holidays. It's really hard for kids.
Yes, I agree. Well, thank you, and I really appreciate it. Again, she is from Colorado Gifted Resource, and you may contact her anytime to get more information, more tips, more tools for helping out your gifted child. Whether you are in a public school or a private school, this lady can help you. So give her a call.
Thanks.